Rangers 2, Sparta Prague 1, and we move on to 7 points in the group. We move into second place. Real Betis sit on 9, Sparta Prague on 4, Aris Limassol on 4, but the Rangers are on 4 points, and it was a really, really good performance. You know what? Should have been more than 2-1. We should have been hanging on there for like the last 10 minutes, but I say hanging on loosely. I mean, it wasn't really a hang on. Well, I mean, it was the last couple of minutes, but I mean, it was pretty much in the corner. I mean, they had a few chances. Great Jack Butler save it 2-1, and etc. etc. But who cares? It's a win. It's a victory. It's fantastic. But anyway, let's talk about it. Let's talk about this game. I thought we pretty much played fantastic for about 70 odd minutes, and yeah, we let a cheap goal, but you know what? It was a really good. All that was missing was a few more clinical finishes. Into the back of the net. But we kick off the game. Great play for Cantwell initially. Squares it across the box. Danilo, he sticks his leg out. He's just a couple of inches off it, and it would have been very easily 1-0 via a Danilo goal. But no need to fear. If you wanted Danilo to open the scoring tonight, you're absolutely going to get that, because it's a mistake at the back for Sparta Prague. I tell you what, see Gomes all night. This guy was shite. Make no mistake about it. Danilo, though, capitalises. McCoy's pointed it on commentary quite a lot. He adjusts his body to the right just before he takes the shot, and he places it right under the goalie, man. Epic finish, exactly what you need. That's what happens when you've actually a striker up front that's got a bit about him, and also, is actually fit and doesn't run like a fucking donkey, like an absolute donkey, man. Ball is then whipped in after this, and it deflects, falls to Cantwell. He could maybe do a better first touch, but the way he actually hits it, he flicks up in the air accidentally, and then he cracks it on the fall. He forces a good save from the Sparta Prague goalie, but then pretty much straight after this, Todd Cantwell, he goes on a run, he skins the Sparta Prague defender, sends him for toast, and he puts it into the bottom left-hand corner. Pretty similar to what Danilo produced, absolutely. Pretty much a really similar goal there, and phenomenal. I mean, 20 minutes in, we're 2-0 up. It's a question of how many at this stage of the game. It really is. And quickly after this, ball falls to Danilo. He hits the post. He really should do better. And you know what, right? At least Danilo is creating like a lot. He's getting involved in a lot more chances. He's creating a lot more chances, and he's actually putting a few chances away. And I don't want to just bury Dessers and Lammers, but they just weren't doing that. And Lammers, you know what, right? As good as this was tonight, playing with him, it almost felt like 10 men again. Every touch the guy did was awful. Every pass he made seemed like it was shite. And yeah, with one, I don't want to be too overly negative, but I don't really see how this guy played the full 9 minutes in the end. Don't really understand that. But Danilo hits the post. We then get a free kick, tab edge of the box. I'm thinking, this is in. And it almost was. It was whiskers wide. But that takes us in to the second half. I tell you what, at this point, Rangers, I'm thinking, right, let's just build on it. And I thought we'd come out second half, and it was a wee bit lackluster. I think nerves got the better of us here. Thankfully, though, he did make substitutions. We saw a Lammers shot. Lammers, I mean, there were so many times the guy was just giving away the ball, and you could hear the groans in the crowd getting louder and louder and louder. We then have a fantastic break on. The ball, I think it's Danilo, he shoots, he really should pass it, but it was actually good defending by Sparta Prague here to cut out the passing lane. But then they get their goal where Sima doesn't really track back. It's Sima's fault, but no one's marking the guy in the middle, and Prasado finds Haraslin, makes it 2-1 there, and you're thinking, right, fuck. Then a big bastard of a ball is ballooned forward. Danilo brings it down, but his touch clips off Sparta Prague guy's face, and then he puts it into the back of the net. 3-1, fantastic. But then on VAR, yeah, he trips the guy up, accidental. But I mean, Ali McCoy initially said, it'll stand, it was accidental, and then when it was not given, he was like, yep, correct decision, accidental, but you have to give them. So it was kind of funny, but yeah, you know what? As great as this was, extending the lead straight away, we have to all admit that goal should have been disallowed, and it was disallowed. Butland makes a fantastic save over this Dessers was just like a donkey up front when he gets brought on. Honestly, this guy gets brought on and it looks like he's played like 120 minutes. He manages to hit a ball down to McCausland. McCausland then leans back a wee bit too much and then he absolutely blazes that shot over as well. A weird thing as well in the 90 minutes here. They add it on 6 and then like Tav delayed a throw in by like 10 seconds and they for some reason add it on a 2 extra minutes for Sparta Prague. Now, it didn't really matter, but I mean, that could have really shafted us, and I don't really know why. Like, normally, if a team or a player time wastes, they would just add what they wasted on, but in this case, they add it on 2 extra minutes. Like, 2 extra minutes in added time is an insane amount of time just to shaft the team out of because, you know, a player wasted time. But anyway, who cares? Big Phil wasn't happy. I wasn't really happy either with that. But anyway, it doesn't matter because Rangers have won 2-1 and it sets us up really nicely in the group. Of course, the next game is against Aris Limassol at home. You would like to think we'd beat them. And with Real Betis taking on Sparta Prague up next, I think if we beat Aris Limassol, it will pretty much be all but guaranteed going away to Betis. And that's exactly what we want. It's exactly what we need. And that is where we're going to leave this video, guys. So 2-1, sorry. I believe I predicted 3-1, didn't I? But like I said, man, in the preview, Sparta Prague are a good team, but they're not a great team. And I think that was evident tonight because, like, as much as we were great, I felt, if they were like a great team, they would have punished us in those last 15 minutes, but they didn't. And that's what makes it even a wee bit sweeter, troops. But anyway, that is it for this video. 2-1 to Rangers. Check out tomorrow. Be some FIFA, EA Sports, and maybe part 2 of the Football Manager. But until then, peace.